video is brought to you by Trapline Transport, serving BC to Quebec, Canada with regional and long-haul Super B flat deck freight. With Trapline's experienced team, you can expect fast, efficient, and honest service. Our team will transport your valuable products across Western Canada with the skill and experience you can expect and count on. At Trapline, we are committed to you, our customer, building loyalty and long-term partnerships. We want you to be satisfied with our work, which is why we provide open communication channels where we will update you through each process from arranging a shipment to delivery at your door. Trapline understands that providing exceptional customer service is critical to building strong, long-lasting relationships with our customers. Just head over to traplinetransport.ca and get a free quote right now. Good morning. How are you guys doing? Brr, chilly. It's 13 degrees Celsius. Here's some birds. Hope slide. The sun is just barely getting through and hitting the top of the mountain here still. Hopefully it doesn't get too dark by the time we get into town. Or down into the lower mainland. It'll be a while before we get into town, but yeah, Hope slide over here. Beautiful, beautiful chilly day. It's been raining on and off all day. That's what, here, let's take a quick run at this hill. I mean, it's all pavement. You can see the yellow lines from the highway. It's all highway pavement. But parked over here at the Hope Slide rest area at the top of the hill. The brake check is on the bottom. If you drive up the hill, usually plenty of room for a Super B up here. Turn around up there or down over here. Not really a problem. Yeah, Hope Slide. Not nearly as big as Frank Slide, but still, when mountains move. I know this one didn't take a lot of lives, but still, it took some lives. And a hero bus driver saved a whole bus load full of peoples. And there's some people that are still under it. This was their grave. Because just too much rock to dig out. But anyway, we're gonna hammer down, get down into Vancouver, deliver ourselves this load, and hopefully get a load back home, get the truck in the shop for Wednesday, get a new oil cooler, and see how it goes. But yeah. Other than it being chilly, it's quite a nice day. It's been quite a peaceful day. Left a little early just in case with the truck problems. We were having an issue of getting derated for some kind of sensor problem, so they replaced that sensor on the weekend. But it seems to be no problem at all today. So at least that seems to be fixed. So we only have the overheating issue. And hopefully that's fixed by Wednesday. Hammer down. It's gonna be a pretty good downgrade over here.
Turn left on Highway 3.
So we're gonna have to
then
keep
second right.
keep our engine brakes up and low gear in. All right, Mr. Pickup, where are you going?
Turn
Just
left
stopping?
On Highway 3, then take the second
Okay, you would think you'd want to be behind the big rig, but yeah, the brake check is just down the hill here on the right-hand side.
Turn right at the stop sign.
This corner is always sketchy. Make it as quick as you can, just in case another truck is coming in to do a brake check. If you don't get out of the way quick, it could be very much in the way. We're good. All right, what gear do I want? I think I'll settle right here for now. Engine brakes max. So I decided to go 5th gear.
Continue on Highway 3.
I think 5th gear maybe is the right gear to go with. I should have my 4-way flashers on. Feels good. It feels good. Most of the time I get the right gear on the first try, but sometimes you're like, ooh, it's a little too tall. Got to get it down a gear, but I think 5th gear direct is the way to go. Or 11th gear, whatever you want to call it. Pick a higher gear. Just barely holding it without any brakes. Kind of dangerous when the traffic's doing 100 plus kilometers an hour, probably 110, 120. I'm doing 45 kilometers an hour. And meanwhile, I know some of you guys in some countries are like, what do you mean 110, 120? Speed limit's 100 kilometers an hour? Yeah. Speed limits are suggestions. Big rig, I tried to set my speed limit 5 over, like my cruise control. 5 over the speed limit. That's like where I like to set cruise control, just so I'm not in the way and nobody can say at least do the speed limit, because at least I am doing the speed limit. But most cars are doing 100 or are doing 10 to 15 kilometers over the speed limit. 20 kilometers over the speed limit. I know when I'm on the motorcycle, I'm doing like 25 kilometers over the speed limit, and cars are still passing you like you're the slowest person on the road. I'm like, yeah, 25 over the speed limit's safe with a motorcycle. We've done 35 over the speed limit as long as it's nice, open, and safe cruising. Don't make a bunch of lane changes at that speed. If the traffic is going at a slower speed, just follow the traffic. Whatever they're speeding at, follow follow the speed the traffic's going. Unless you know the area really well, then you know exactly what speeds are acceptable in what places. But 10 over is pretty socially acceptable on the highways. In towns, on the other one, don't speed in towns. They'll get you for that. Where the speed limit's 100 kilometers an hour, go ahead and go speed. But in towns, they'll get you there. Especially school zones, yes. School zones and construction zones, park zones. You better be doing your 30 kilometers an hour. All right, I think I'm getting close to the point where I start upshifting. I'll let the truck be a runaway. Not quite there yet. This is an 8% downgrade. Unlike all the interstates in the US that are 6% grades, we got a lot of 8% grades here in Canada. All right. I'm just going to slowly upshift and let the truck gain speed. I know, waka, 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 waka. I saw a bit of a forest fire still burning in Manning Park, but it wasn't terrible. We've got quite a bit of rain. It's starting to drizzle right now. Hopefully the camera will stay decent outside. Thought we were done with rain. Slowly flashers off, manual fan off. I could have started speeding up a little earlier. We're not at the bottom, but now it's like a 2% downgrade. And GPS says 3% downgrade, which is something you can do at full speed. Excuse me. Lots of traffic here today. Lots and lots and lots of traffic. Not sure why there's so many people traveling tonight. There are. This highway is usually emptier than this. We had that Jeep go by with a jackal on the back, and then there's this Toyota Tacoma. They both look like they were doing some serious off-roading today. They might be even traveling together. This is where Highway 5 starts. The Coquihalla Highway 5, Yellowhead Highway 5 North starts right over here at this intersection. And then keeps going all the way north to Highway 16. We're not taking that. See a reason to ever take that exit there. Why would you head west? Why would you head west on Highway 3 and then turn onto Highway 5 and head north? Unless you live close in the area. If you live in the area in Manning Park or whatever, it makes sense taking that route, but coming out of the mountains to the beautiful, wide open, lower mainland, Fraser Valley. Once we get to the bottom, if you see a river, that's the Fraser River. We're not in the flats yet. I take it easy down over here. Speed limit is 110 kilometers an hour. I'm going to take it easy at the top of the hills. I'm not going to downshift like crazy, but downshift a little, or at least keep it slower. That way the steep little descents. Some of these descents are still 8% grades down, so you've got to be careful. Broken pavement up ahead. I believe that is the center lane and left lane. At least that's how the way it's been in the past. So we're in an exit only lane right now, but I don't merge to the center lane until we're past this bridge. Just how rough that bridge is. I've seen cars blowing tires on potholes over in this area. Yeah, the center lane's definitely the roughest lane here. Now I start signaling and move on over to the center. That's a little tip right here. You see how the double solid line went super wide? If you ever see a double solid line that's super wide, double the thickness, that's an exit only lane. It's a little slight visual clue that you are in an exit only lane. You see the double solid line, or not the thick white line. I've seen it all over US, all over Canada. You see that thick white line, you know you are in an exit only. Bright sun. It's the first time I've seen sunshine today. It's even raining pretty good in Penticton when I left. A little warmer down here too. We're up to 15 degrees Celsius. Definitely be sleeping tonight on the beach with a bunk heat going, because it'll get cool on the ocean. I'll literally be sleeping within like 200 meters of ocean water, salt water. Here's Trans-Canada Highway number 1 below us here. So this is the end of Highway 3. We are now, as soon as this on-ramp comes on, officially on Trans-Canada Highway 1. Ooh, train! Train! It's a fully loaded coal train going the same direction we are. Beautiful mountains. Always love coming down into the lower mainland. We're at the bottom now. No more hills. I mean, there are still slight hills, but the big hills are all done. Ah, so beautiful. Always love coming out of the big mountains and seeing gorgeous viewpoints. We live in a magical part of the world for sure. Kind of glad I didn't grow up here, because everybody that lives here just takes it so for granted. Even I take it for granted too much. Crystal clear water or rivers that you can literally just walk into and scoop water out of and it'd be just fine. This is pure clean water. Got a Flying J here at this exit and a Esso card lock. So 2 truck stops. Flying J's on the right hand side and the Esso truck stop is on the left hand side. I usually go sleep at the Esso because it's usually emptier. Usually more room. Someone alligated a tire pretty good there. The road is so rough here. We'll just run the shoulder. The leaves are definitely starting to fall. Fall is coming, guys. Trees are going yellow. I guess I should have an explanation. Jess is still working on just getting life organized with her brother's spouse after his passing. So she says maybe she'll come with at the end of the week. So maybe on the bonus video and Friday's video, you guys will get Jess back. That's a maybe. We'll see how it goes. She goes, since you're coming home on Wednesday, we'll make a call then. And then Wednesday's video, I'm going to shoot that tomorrow because Wednesday I'm likely not going to do much driving. The truck's just going to be in the shop. See how it all goes. We'll see what kind of backhaul we get over here from the lower mainland. Are we just reloading and headed home? Or reloading and going to the Kootenays and grabbing a load over there and then heading home? Or, you know, well, what are we doing? What are we doing? And hopefully my truck is actually going to be fixed with this really cool weather. It's not overheating like crazy. I did have to downshift a little bit to get on top of Mine Hill there. I had to go a little slower than normal to prevent it from overheating, but with the cooler temperatures it's behaving a little bit. It's only 5:30 in the afternoon, guys. It shouldn't be this dark outside. Sunset is at 7:08. So another hour and a half till sunset. All the way back in the background there is Is that open blue sky? Maybe? Maybe we're actually going to go into blue sky over that way? I mean, that would mean we're driving into the sun, but that's okay. This highway really needs resurfacing. Let's see, is our scale open today? The radio's really quiet. I mean, I don't mind, but it's really quiet today. Let's see. It says closed. Hammer down. Don't ask questions, just go. Always love it when the highway gets so narrow like this. I mean, I like a mix. I like a mix of the scenic viewpoints and then narrowing down like this. So always reminds me of driving in Michigan. Jess says she grew up in farmland, but she grew up in forest like this. It's beautiful. And there is farmers in behind all the trees. It's a forest, I told her. You grew up in a forest, not in a farm. Not in farmland. So I showed her Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and after that she finally gave up that she did grow up in a forest. Definitely some blue sky up ahead. Getting a little on the breezy side out here. The wind's starting to push on me. Thinking we'll fuel up in Abbotsford. Half a tank. Might as well top off tonight, and that way I'm good to go with whatever we get tomorrow. I can just hammer down, not worry about fuel until tomorrow evening. That's kind of how I prefer to run. Prefer to fuel up at one of the last places to fuel up in the evening, right? Fuel up in the evening. You don't have to worry about fuel the next morning. And yeah, we've put, if it's a full tank of fuel, it is $1,000 of diesel. But you have to remember, we run all day on that one tank. If I was going to get a lot of miles in, we'll need more than one tank in a day. But a tank will usually last me all day. I only stop at a fuel station once a day, and a lot of them are not truck stops. So that means no shower at a lot of those fuel stations. So I do not get a shower every night. Not even always every other night. Unlike in the US where there's truck stops everywhere, and as long as you fuel up there, you get a free shower. Don't really have a lot of that here in Canada. I know Petropass have a lot of showers, so I would prefer a Petropass card lock, and then we would get more showers. But not really an option I have. The boss gives us what the boss gives us, right? In hindsight, I don't know, maybe could I just get my own Petropass fuel card and fuel up at Petropass and then just give the bill to the boss? I should ask the boss that. If I get my own Petropass card, just give them a monthly bill. I think I might have to ask about that. The reason he doesn't want to use a lot of the card locks is because a lot of those card locks require payment every 2 days. Unless you're a long-term trusted partner with them, right? I'd be okay paying the bill every 2 days, even though he isn't willing to do that. It's too much work, too much paperwork. I could just pay the bill every 2 months and then just charge him. Once a month. I have to look into that. When we do RVing, I could use that same fuel card. Is that smoky ahead of us? Is there a forest fire down here too? It feels smoky up ahead, doesn't it? It's beautiful with the sun hitting the trees here at the bottom. few RVs today too. Got one solar panel on top of that. That's enough to provide some good lighting inside. Oh yeah, I worked on the RV a whole full day from morning till it got dark. I started like at 7, it was closer to 8 by the time I started. 8 in the morning, I started then and worked until it got dark. Till like 7:30, 8 p.m. So full, over 12 hours of work on the RV. All that 2-aught gauge wiring came in. That stuff is $10 a foot. I ordered just a little bit too much of it. Maybe 2 feet too much of it, which is perfect. I didn't want to spend a lot of money. Didn't want to spend a lot of extra money on that. So basically $500 worth of wiring. And I wired all of that in one day. So we now have 9 batteries. Six deep cycle batteries go to one inverter, and then another 3 batteries go to a different inverter. There was an old inverter in there. I'm like, let's just make 3 batteries go to the old inverter that's in there, and then the other 6 batteries go to the new inverter. The new inverter is a 3000 sine wave inverter that can spike up to 6000 watts. If you have a bit of a energy spike like toaster oven or whatever, right? It can go up to 6000 watts. It just doesn't want to stay there. So, yeah, pretty excited. By the end of the day, I had all my tools and my fan and everything in there that I was using to do the work running off the inverter instead of plugged into the wall of the storage yard. I bought the owner of the storage yard a case of beer for letting me use his power to work on the RV, but I no longer need his power. I now have my own power. Starlink is hooked up into there now. I've got the computer desk done building it. I mean, it all has to be painted yet. The batteries have their venting. Now I've got the doors built for the battery cabinet. I just have to put the hinges on. And then the doors are finished. And then I won't paint that until I get the dining room table rebuilt. The dining room table, the way it's built right now, can seat 4 people. When we're done with it, it's only supposed to sit 2 people side by side. An idea of what to do with the dining room table. It's going to be quite unique. I don't know if it's going to work. It's going to be quite unique. I need to shoot a video of once I got the battery compartment doors done. I'll shoot a short little video of the cabinet and the computer desk. Computer desk. Remember how you could buy these old computer desks that had the slide outs for keyboards? I built slide outs like that for the keyboard and for the mouse armrest. I can't build a computer desk in an L shape where you would put your armrest and mouse because of the seat of the RV driver's seat. But if that L shape slides out. It's just this narrow little slide out, but it's perfect to put your arm on it and have your mouse on it. It's perfect. I'm very happy with it. Out of the forest over here, and we'll be seeing Chilliwack here pretty darn quick. The sun's not blinding us, it's kind of beautiful. I know it's magic hour, but it's a lot more magical if you're driving away from the sun instead of into the sun. Welcome to Chilliwack. You smell it before you see it. Lots of farmland here. Smell the pig manure spread on the fields. Kind of seasonal though, right? After harvest and before seeding season. That's definitely, I see the light. I see the light at the end of the road. That is quite the light. Can you guys see anything? Yeah, me either. Kidding, I can see just fine. I got visors down. These days I should take Highway 17 again. 17 or 7? I always forget. On the other side of the river. I think it's 7, right? 17 is the road, is the highway down in Vancouver. Yes, Highway 7. Highway 7. take that highway again. Honestly, driving into the sun like this, Highway 7 would have, it's more in the forested area, would have been more shaded. Although this is beautiful in its own way too. And the rear-facing cams, do I have rear-facing? I got only one rear-facing cam. The one rear-facing cam may have some beautiful shots facing back behind us. Corn's starting to look yellow. That's just silage corn for animal feed. Doesn't look like sweet corn the way it's planted so close together. Yeah, definitely windy. I'm starting to hear the truck whistling. Nice BMW bikes, on-road, off-road adventure bikes, lots of luggage. Looks like they do some long-distance biking, adventure type of biking. I'm starving, I'm hungry. I guess with fall coming, we're gonna have to start tarping loads again soon. Not really looking forward to that. What I really want is more culverts. That's what I really want. Got spoiled there for a bit with those culverts, especially since they run up the Caribou way up north. Oh, there's a fox running in the airport. Yeah, there's a fox running through the airport. Don't see those very often. I guess it could have been a coyote too. It's kind of hard to tell. How do you tell a fox and a coyote apart from that distance? I'm not sure. Nice thing about all this Chilliwack sweet corn, a lot of it is non-GMO. And it's really good tasting sweet corn. Malts and Coors Brewery over here. Chilliwack is actually off the highway on the right-hand side, downtown Chilliwack. realized last week's Friday video, we hit trees with the mirror cam, and I totally forgot to look for those clips when editing the video. Darn it, missed opportunity. I totally forgot about that till just now. Oh well, kick myself for that, you know, missed opportunities. That was a beautiful ride though, right? Last Friday. Also, AdBlock has given me a huge pay cut for these YouTube videos. I have no issue with anyone using them. You guys do you. But they changed the way the code works. And anyone using AdBlock no longer counts as a view on YouTube. You no longer, if you watch my video, you don't count as a view. So I get paid per view. I get 1.5 pennies for every view or unique view I get on my Monday videos. And with viewers being way down, that's kind of neat to see that a lot of my audience is technology savvy enough that my view count gets dramatically altered for those of you guys using blockers. Having said that, I totally get it. I don't want the ads all over my videos either. Why do you put them there then, you guys ask? Trucker Juan, why do you put the ads there then if you don't want them there? Because YouTube literally sends me a threatening letter saying if I don't let them control where the ads are, they're not going to show people my thumbnail on your homepage. And if people don't see my thumbnail on the homepage, nobody's going to come watch my videos. So premium, guys, buy premium. It's not that much a year. I get paid a whole bunch of money from premium viewers. I don't get a penny from AdBlock viewers. Nothing at all. Not a single penny. So if you guys are using AdBlock, maybe you guys could buy me a coffee. There's a link down below, or even a pinned message. Buy me a coffee. That'd make up for it. I'd appreciate that. You can even set it to do a buy me a monthly coffee. I'd be super stoked about that. You'll get your name in the credits at the end of the video if you buy me a coffee. And honestly, I make, if you buy me a coffee, I get to keep like 99.9% of that money. Just the fee, the transaction fee that PayPal takes. That's all that I get, that I don't keep on a coffee donation. Unlike if you guys do YouTube, watch the ads, or get a super chat, I only get 70% of a super chat money. So, all those of you guys that are buying me coffees, awesome. Harleys, let's go. Let's go. Pick it up. Good job. What was I saying? I don't know. Also subscribers, guys, if you guys are gonna subscribe to any video, Monday, today's video right now is the day to go subscribe. Because if a whole bunch of you guys hit that subscribe button right now, because you made it this far in the video, you enjoyed yourself. Come on, be honest. If you hit that subscribe button, what it does for the algorithm goes, oh, people really enjoyed this Monday video. I should show this Monday video to more people. And you know what that means? I get more money from the boss. Let's get as much money from the boss as possible. Because the deal is 1.5 pennies, right? So the more of you guys that watch on a Monday, the more I get paid. The more money we can sink into the RV. And the sooner we can take all the little back roads. And only shoot video during magic hour. Well, you know, weather's a thing still, yes. I know, weather's a thing. It'd be so much fun driving all these highways on back roads, Find the most desolate part of the most out of the way to get through here, to get through Chilliwack. What's the most out of the way road to take to get from Hope to Chilliwack, to Abbotsford, through Mission, all the way into Vancouver, and then work our way up to Whistler and Pemberton, all the way to Cache Creek, and then keep working all the weird little back roads. I'm looking forward to that. To do that, if you guys want to see Pemberton, and some beautiful lakes up that way, some beautiful highways. Subscribe on a Monday video. Watch a Monday video. If you guys are going to watch one video a week, make sure it's a Monday video. Because that's the one that makes me the most money. Coming into Abbotsford now. It is beautiful blue sky up there. I'll be turning into the sun again, but this is a beautiful day. Yeah, there's no way he's getting up to speed. We'll slow down a little bit. I mean, he did pretty good. I can't complain. He did pretty good for towing an RV trailer. Did pretty good. Abbotsford, 18 kilometers. Harvesters that I've been playing with in Farming Simulator for ground crops, for like carrots. Just tipping off the side. Cool. Never seen one of those in real life before. How'd a car end up in the ditch over there? farm here on the right-hand side. Got several very big buildings. Oh, it looks like they're tearing one of the big buildings apart. That's interesting. I wonder if they're building a new one. Area on the left-hand side. Don't recommend anyone stops there. It is just a RV homeless camp. That's it. Just packed with RVs. Just completely packed with RVs. I used to pull in there with a big rig and use the rest area, but that is no longer an option. This part of Abbotsford here is really developing pretty quick. Place here on the right hand side. I load there every now and then. Fraser Valley Steel and Wire. They used to be located in Abbotsford, but they've moved over here because the property value, they tore all the sheds, everything down, and are building huge apartment blocks. Property value is just worth so much more as apartment blocks than a steel yard. So it got rezoned from industrial to residential. And honestly, I don't mind them moving out here. You got a nice big open yard over here compared to the really squished and hard to get into yard in Abbotsford. I always had to make a nice wide right-hand turn to get into the yard, and so many cars tried passing me on my right-hand side while I made that big wide sweeping right-hand turn. It's like you'd signal right, go wide because you need like 3 lanes to make it into that driveway, and then people would go zip in beside you. It's like, dude, I need that space. Pass this car because we got a bit of a climb coming up ahead. And I've made the mistake of passing a car down here before and then get hung up on the left lane. And then when you start climbing, now you are the idiot for being in the left lane. So we'll just hang out here. Most likely they're going to turn off here anyway. Only doing 90 kilometers an hour, so it's still fine. That sign is how many minute delay there is for border crossings. All of those are border crossings in this area. Is going to exit here. No, you're just a slow car then. Okay, well at least I didn't try passing them, because if I couldn't have made a pass by here, I'd be in trouble. Because they're going to be faster than me now. Got a good little climb here. signaling now, even though I'm not allowed to cross yet. You see how this is a thick double solid line? And then not solid. And then goes the thin, broken white line. It's on ramp or off ramp. Climb, baby, climb. You can do it. You can do it. All night long. Okay, sorry. Don't unsubscribe. I'll stop singing. To 4-lane highway. It's nice to get the extra lane for the climbing, have the truck lane or a slow lane. Slowly gaining speed back, still climbing. Nightly lane closures, Sunday to Friday. I think I'm still early enough that they're not closed. Oh yeah, I was gonna fuel up here. Right, that's a thing I was gonna do. Let's work on that. We'll end the video right as I pull into the fuel station. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. We'll have some credits over here for everybody that bought us coffee, anybody that hit that subscribe plus button, became a member, or any super chats. Every $5 coffee or super chat gets your name in the credits. For 1 month. Go. Don't get too much off the throttle. Let's go. Hammer down. There's nobody ahead of you. You guys go a little quicker. Oh, batteries are starting to flash red. Perfect. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Appreciate you guys. Really happy for those of you that shared my Monday video here with all your friends and family and social medias or Discord. Share it on all the self-promotion pages. Super appreciate all the help you guys have given to us. Because we couldn't be doing this without you guys. It's too expensive buying all these cameras and computers to do all the video editing. Surprising how fast the money adds up. thanks to you guys, we can do this. Interesting. Hopefully I can go on the road I need to go, but that off-ramp looks like it's closed. Or just part of it's closed. You can still exit there. Let's get some go-go juice. We'll be good to go for tomorrow.
Turn right at the traffic light, then take the first left.
I know, Garmin. I didn't calculate in the fuel station. I'm sorry. Ambulance is confusing how he parked. Here we go. It's a long red light. I guess they're just backing into an ambulance garage there. And then I was gonna go wide, but the cars beside me decided that that wasn't gonna be allowed. Didn't know there was an ambulance garage over there. Was not expecting that. Could have handled that a little better, I think. In the future, I'll keep an eye out for that. Future home of Fort Garry Industries.
Turn
Nice.
right on Progressive Way, then take the first right.
Okay, I am out of here. You guys absolutely rock.